Hey there! Today we will be talking about top 5 phones for Rs 20,000 available in India. The phones listed are in no particular order. Each has their own perks and disadvantages. It's up to you to decide which suits you best. So the first phone on our list is the iQOO Z3. It comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 768G, 6GB RAM, 128GB storage. It runs on Android 11 based FunTouch OS 11.1. It has a triple camera setup which includes a 64 megapixel primary lens, an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens and a 2 megapixel macro lens, and you get a 16 megapixel front facing camera. The included 55-watt charging adapter charges the battery of 4400 mAh in 60 minutes. It has a 6.58-inch LCD with 2408 into 1080 pixels resolution. The phone is priced at Rs 19,990. The next phone on our list is the Poco X3 Pro. This phone features Qualcomm Snapdragon 860 with 6.67-inch FHD Plus display, 8GB of RAM and 128GB storage. You also get the option of 6GB RAM. It comes with 5160 mAh battery with 33-watt fast charge. The rear camera has a quad setup which includes 48 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel for depth. You get a 20 megapixel front camera with all the latest features. The Poco X3 has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. The phone will cost you 18,999 for the 6GB variant and 20,999 for the 8GB variant. The third phone on the list is the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. This phone is loaded with Qualcomm Snapdragon 732G with Cairo 470 octa-core. It has 6GB RAM and 128GB storage, expandable up to 512GB. It features 120Hz high refresh rate FHD Plus AMOLED display. This phone features an 108 megapixel quad rear camera setup with 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel portrait and a 5 megapixel macro, and has a 16 megapixel front facing camera. It comes with 5020 mAh battery with 33-watt fast charge. This phone is available for 19,999 in the MI store. The Samsung F62 is the next phone on the list. The F62 comes with flagship Exynos 9825 processor. The phone is available in two variants, one with 8GB of RAM and 6GB of RAM, both with 128GB storage, which is expandable up to 1TB. Has a 6.7-inch FHD Plus AMOLED display. This phone also features a quad rear camera setup with 5 megapixel macro, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 64 megapixel main camera and 5 megapixel for depth. This phone is powered with 7000 mAh battery with reverse charging technology. You get a 25-watt Type-C fast charger in the box. The phone is slightly above the 20,000 price range and will cost you up to 23,999 for the 6GB variant and 25,999 for the 8GB variant. So the last phone on the list is the Realme X75G. The X7 runs on octa-core processor. You get two options to choose from in case of memory, one with 6GB of RAM and the other with 8GB RAM. You get a 128GB storage in both variants, which is not expandable. The phone provides AMOLED 6.4-inch display. And yes, this phone too has a quad rear camera setup, which are 64 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel for depth, and you get a 32 megapixel front facing camera. It is powered by 4300 mAh battery with 65-watt fast charging, which claims to charge your phone in less than 45 minutes. This phone will cost you 17,999 for 6GB variant and 19,999 for the 8GB variant.